Hello and welcome to my channel, Food Brainwash. The aim of my channel is to boost your cooking knowledge through a wide variety of different cooking tutorials and food science animations and past exam paper videos. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then please subscribe. It's Scotch eggs time! Scotch eggs are a great snack. You can eat them hot or cold. Choose your filling. You could use minced chicken or beef. For coating you'll need plain flour, beaten egg and breadcrumbs. You can also flavour your eggs with what you like. Curry powder, pesto, cumin, your choice. Let's start by boiling our water on the hottest setting. You can save more fuel by putting a lid on your pan. Now turn the water down because you don't want to break your eggs. Gently place them in the water. And now you're going to cook them for 6.5 minutes on number 7. Whoa, dancing eggs. Place your eggs directly into ice water. This will stop the cooking process and allow them to cool for at least 5 minutes. This cooling process will also make them easier to peel. If you're using Ramley frozen chicken meat like I am, then make sure you defrost it in the fridge overnight. Place it in a dish and cover it over with a lid. Please don't just leave it out on the counter. That's not a safe method of defrosting. Or you could alternatively use the water method. As you can see, the texture of my chicken meat is very soft. So I'm going to increase the nutritional content while also making the texture of the meat easier to work with by adding carrots and chickpeas. And mash and mashing some more till all the chickpeas have been squashed. Now you've mixed it together, you can add your flavourings in. So here's the alternative. I'm using beef mince here. I've just added some salt and now I've added messily the curry powder. The texture is much firmer with the beef mince. So to check the seasoning for the chicken and the beef, you'll need to cook some of it in a pan. So preheat it on number 7 and then once the oil is hot, add a small amount of the meat, cook it thoroughly and then you can eat it and check whether your seasoning is enough. Hope you like my Christmas spoons, they came from Aeon. Tap your eggs all over with a spoon to crack the shell. Place them back in the water to get a bit of water underneath. That will make it easier to peel. And then take all of the shell off. So now the tricky bit comes and we have to shape our meat around our egg. So begin by making a pate in your hand and flatten it out as best you can. Try not to take too much meat at this point. You can see how much I've got in my hand. Flatten it out. Place the egg in the center. Now you're going to fold the patty around the egg, gently squeezing and shaping as you go, like this. So keep manipulating and squeezing and moving it around. If there are any gaps like I've got, just pick up a little bit of extra meat, fill them in and smooth them out. You're looking for a nice smooth round shape when you're done. So you can see what a good shape that is. Keep working it until the ball is completely covered in the chicken or the beef. You can see the beef here. Carefully move the ball into the flour and coat the ball completely in flour. dust off any excess that you have. Next, crack and whisk an egg, ready to dip the ball into the egg. You'll need to do this quite carefully to try and avoid getting any large finger dents in it. After it's been dipped, use some egg to smooth out the surface of the ball and to get rid of any imperfections. Next, you're going to place the ball into the breadcrumbs, roll around and coat it. I've used orange ones here, but there are also white breadcrumbs available, or if you want to be extra bougie, you could use panko breadcrumbs. Rolling and sprinkling are both valid techniques, just as long as you get a full coverage of breadcrumbs all the way around your Scotch egg. Repeat this process of breading with all the eggs that you want to make. Then we're going to get ready for frying by placing them all together on a plate. Here I am filling up my fryer, thanks to my neighbour Lucretia, who gave me some oil as I'd run out. Our school deep fat fryers take around 2 litres to fill up to the max line. Add the basket and the lid and wait for it to heat up. After, of course, you've switched it on. This won't take long. You'll know it's ready once the red light has gone out, and then you can carefully add in your Scotch eggs. I would recommend only cooking either 1 or 2 at a time so that you have enough room to roll them round. As you can see, they're not fully submerged. So turn them over gently, trying to avoid breaking or piercing the egg. I'm going to place them back into the oil and put the lid on. That way the heat will stay constant inside at 180 degrees centigrade. And then I'm going to remove them when they're done. Wow, don't they look delicious? There's only one thing to do now. We have to cut it open and make sure that our yolk is still runny and that our meat is cooked inside. And wait for it. Here's the drum roll. And cutting it in half, and wow, look at that yolk, so jammy. So here's what the beef looks like. That looks yummy too. Now place them on a plate and garnish with basil before you serve them. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe, smack that like button and hit the bell for notifications. See you next time.